Fair.
Also,
fair, true.
Also for the Hellgala event thing, it shows Iron Man, Black Widow, Ultron, and Magneto, which means that we are probably going to get another skin for those guys.
Okay. Well, yeah,
in the battle pass.
Maybe.
Well, or not, maybe not for the battle pass because there won't be another one this season. Battle pass, I mean. But
oh right, yeah. Oh,
there might be. There'll probably be more skins for like the shop you can get if you want.
Yeah. All right, let me go with these notes, okay? Like, let me go with these notes.
Chinese Magneto's got to be racist, right?
God of War, though. All right, so real quick, my rivals version, whatever that is. Greetings, rivals. With great power, there must also come great responsibility, and sometimes a little of nerfing. Let's check out what's new in this heroic update. Adjustments. Vanguard. Captain America. Cap is taking a slight hit to survivability and ultimate frequency. Guess even super soldiers need a breather. Okay. Adjust base health from 600 to 500. So he's getting another 25 HP.
More health gone.
More health gone. That's right. Increase the delay of shield recovery from 2 seconds to 4 seconds after unleashing Living Legend. What the fuck is that? Hold on.
So basically, his actions like Cap Shield, it will now start
like when he throws it.
No, the actual shield value of him holding the shield in front of him. It will now. It now takes 4 seconds to when you stop holding it up. It takes 4 seconds for that now to begin recharging his shield.
Yeah, so
the shield has 350 health.
So
if you take damage to it,
what?
Living Legend is him holding the shield.
Living Legend is just him using the shield.
Yeah.
There's a big meme that Strange can basically put his shield up and back down at will. Cap actually takes a moment. It has a recharge time.
Oh shit! I know. Okay, so
the recharge time is now longer.
Yeah, Cole, go in front of one of the bots. Hold your shield. Like take 2 shots of damage and then walk away, and then put the shield down and count to 2, and then you'll see your shield health start going back up.
Yeah.
1, 2. Oh, okay. So now it takes 4 seconds for that to recover.
Yeah.
Right, so he can't spam his shield as much anymore.
Which is.
2, and now recovers.
Which I'm going to tell you now, that's going to be fucking rough for Cap players.
Yeah.
That's going to be really rough.
They live by that shield to be able to get themselves out of situations.
So shouldn't you ult? No, still there. That's a long 2 seconds. Damn, man. That's gonna be 4 seconds. Oof.
Now it's 4.
Cap.
Yeah.
Not good, Cap. Not good. Not good, Cap. Okay. So 4 seconds we have to do. Okay, let's see what else we got for the nerfs. Or maybe also Captain America. Maybe. All right, but so he's nerfed though. He is nerfed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
This is just 3 straight nerfs.
Yeah. Increases the energy of the cost of freedom charge ultimate ability from 2,800 to 3,000. Okay, so it takes more time for him to ult too, basically. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah. Okay, well, so that is a nerf. That is a all around Captain America nerf. Good. Yep. Doctor Strange. Steven will receive a slight
I don't know if he
boost
needed it that bad, but
yeah, fair enough. But I mean, like, listen, because it's only 12 HP. And then the other
one's
pretty bad though.
Yeah, no, the other 2 is whatever. That shield one, fuck, that's rough.
Yeah, that is pretty aggressive right there, honestly. Okay. So let's see here.
Yeah.
Doctor. Oh, do this too. Okay. So Doctor Strange, Steven will receive a slight boost in the damage of his standard abilities. Okay, adjusts the damage fall off for the daggers of Dakar, I think it's that, from starting at 10 meters to reducing at a 62.5% at 20 meters now, starting at 10 meters and reducing it from 80 to 20 meters. I think I got that right. Okay, right. So the range falls now. It's actually like it takes 80 meters for it to actually fall at 60%, right?
No. Right? All right, so what this means is that his normal fire does max damage up to 10 meters, and then reduces to a minimum of 62.5% of that damage at 20 meters. So at 20 meters, he's only doing 62.5% his normal damage. Now, will do 80% of his max damage up to 20 meters. Starting at 10 meters. Everything at 10 meters and further and closer will always take max damage. But at 20 meters, you'll now take at
20 meters at this range. Oh yeah, so starting from
right
10
now,
meters. So wait, so his damage fall off. Starting at 10 meters is now reduced at 62.5. At 20 meters, starting at 10. Yeah, so just
do this. So don't go for headshots. Just hit them in the body at 20 meters and count how many times it takes to kill the robot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times.
Now go just in front of the 10-meter line and do the same thing.
1, 2, 3. Damn near 3, but now it's 4.
Yeah.
Our enemies are near.
So is that much gonna take to actually now like
dark magic?
So okay, so this range we see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be the same thing at 20 meters now?
No, there's still gonna be fall off. It's just notably less.
Basically, I think someone did the math. If you go to 15 meters, that's basically what you're now going to see at 20 meters. They just made it. They just made this.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
the 4-piece. Okay.
Pretty much all it really is that now you don't lose as much damage at further away. That's really all it is in short.
Right.
I purge the darkness.
Got you. Okay.
However,
however,
the other thing.
Yeah. I always think about it like this. Whenever you think about, imagine every shot you do is 100 damage. So now at 20 meters, instead of doing 62.5 damage, you now do 80 damage maximum or minimum.
Remove the range damage fall off of Maelstrom of Madness.
Yup.
Yep. So his big AOE thing. As long as you're in the cone of damage, you will now just take 100% of the damage he does.
Yup.
Hold up. Nah, they can't be serious, right?
Yup. Give me it. I want it. I don't care.
I don't know what the damage fall off was initially.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to. I mean, I could maybe pull up on the site actually real quick.
But I know the multiplier. Though. Basically, it means that now, as long as you're in the cone, or as long as you're in the sphere of madness, as long as you're at 100%, 100 charge, everything in that sphere will now take 110 damage. There is no more damage fall off. Everything takes 110.
Really?
Okay, yeah. Each point deals 1.2. Fall off begins at 5 meters, decreasing to.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the fall off begins.
Everything takes 120 damage then.
Right. Well, it begins at 5 meters and decreases to 70% at 8. So now, though, if you're within that 8-meter, sphere, you're just taking the max amount. It doesn't matter how far away you are.
Yeah, you'll take the full damage no matter what.
Yup.
So whether you're two.
Okay, this is gonna be bust as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, hold on, wait. Doesn't he? Okay, hold on. Doesn't he actually do more damage when he after he ults?
No. Or
no. Well, yes.
Because the ult gives a player, if they get hit by the Agamotto, it gives a character a second hitbox because their normal body's a hitbox and the ghost is a hitbox. So if you hit both at the same time,
so if you do the pulse, you do damage to the ghost and the bot. Okay.
So if you're at 100
and
enemy,
that just got a range thing. So like whenever you're in, so it doesn't matter if you're further out. So you can be at the range edge cusp. You're taking the full Maelstrom blast. Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. Oh. So now if you Eye of Agamotto and you have like 75 energy and you do the Unleash, both things take 75 as long as they're in the sphere. So now you'll do a full 110. You'll do a full 150 to someone.
Gotcha. All right. Emma Frost. The White Queen range is increased, but her defense and diamond form from damage or taking a hit. You win some, you lose some, darlings. Of course. Increases the range of telepathic pulse from 15.5 to 18. Oh, that's her beam thing. That's her Zarya.
Yeah,
beam
her primary fire shoots further.
Which honestly is kind of like a low key buff because that's like a pretty. Well,
no, that is a buff.
It is a buff. Yeah, her
but that's like a big buff. I think actually, like if I'm being honest with you, because
I mean, it's helpful. It's not crazy, but it does feel a little bit better because one thing that I've definitely noted is that. whenever you fuck around with all of her abilities, for whatever reason, it does feel like sometimes her beam just doesn't shoot as far as it should.
Yes, it does not. But also, something people don't realize, and actually, because I play Emma, so I'm kind of do this a lot now. Emma's beam actually gets stronger over time.
Correct.
Even if you hit like a random shield. So, and when you do at max power, you melt motherfuckers. So actually, you don't want to use your death form that often. You really don't. You want to run the beam way more often, like way more often, because it actually has because you have to do it a lot. But even when you hit shields, the beam goes up. So just hitting a random shield, let's say a Loki clone, it goes higher.
It's about burst damage. If you can kick someone into a wall with a diamond form, you actually do way more damage than this beam.
Yeah, because
but that's like, but on a regular basis, you may not want to do that on a regular basis. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
well, yeah, because that's
once in a while.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Her in her like standard form is very good. Her with her standard form that then can swap back and forth into her diamond form is what makes her one of the best characters in the game right now.
For sure.
Her diamond form is very good. Hence why that's what's getting you're about to find out, I guess.
Emma Frost, so increases the range of telepathic pulse from 15.5 to 18 meters, decreases the shield value of mine Agnes from, so the mine shield, so the extra shield's getting nerfed now to 400. Increases the cooldown of carbon crush from 5 to 6 seconds. Oh, that's a choke game.
That's a slam.
And then decreases the hit damage of the crystal kick from 50 to 40, but decreases the extra damage dealt when propelling the So decreases both the hit of the crystal kick's initial impact and also the enemies hit the wall. So it from 40, 50 to 40, and 100 to 10. I mean, 100 to 9. I mean, okay, so you take
now there's a max
total of 20 less
of
damage.
Yeah,
okay. So you can't, so the combo Emma Frost that you normally want to do, for one chat, is that you want to do grab, choke, then you want to do that, 1, 2, kick, and then they die. But that's kind of hard to pull off sometimes. But easier than you think. But it looks like that's getting actual fucking nerf, and you may not be able to do that combo anymore. And also, you only get, actually, hold on, let me see here. Let me see this. If you choke someone, I think you're getting 2 chokes. Let me try this right now.
You're mostly now. You're mostly now only going to get 1 choke out of a
that cooldown increase. It's going to make it extremely difficult to get more than 1, if even possible. It might not be possible.
You basically, able to do it, you basically have to choke someone the moment you go into diamond form, so you have enough time for it to go off cooldown, so you can use it again.
Yeah,
because it doesn't start going on cooldown until you slam the person down, so it takes a second.
Right.
Yeah, so if you miss, you probably will have a second go, but if you land that first one, it's going to be borderline impossible for you to do a second one.
Yeah, so you can barely get 2 off as it is. But that's like time. That's doing a choke immediately at the beginning of your diamond form. But now it looks like now that's at 6 seconds, you can't do 2 anymore. You only have to do 1 choke per diamond form. 90
to 95% of the time now, you're only going to get 1 choke out of an Emma form now.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Groot. Let's hear the big boy himself.
Yo.
He is still Groot, but with less damage on less frequency ironwood walls. Looks like Groot Flora Colossus needs some trimming. Decreases the damage of the Vine Strike per hit from 70 to 65. That's only 5. And decreases Ironwood wall cooldown from 8 seconds to 12 seconds. Okay. Ironwood's that gigantic, like, red tree,
big wall,
right?
yeah.
The big wall.
The big one.
It's the big double wall. The one that heals him.
Yeah.
So this heals him?
It gives him bonus health.
Yeah.
So let me see here. The trimming
it doesn't heal, but
so
bonus health. Which, same difference.
Ability? Yeah, Vine Strike is standard shit.
Yeah, if you put up the iron wall near allies and then start hitting the allies, you will start gaining bonus health equal to the damage.
Really?
And damage your allies do.
Right.
Vine Strike is his primary fire.
Yeah. So it's funny, the little nerf that he got like randomly in the mid-season, it affected him a little bit, but it wasn't like that crazy. This might actually affect him a bit.
They get the bonus
so
health.
This ironwood wall is now going from
8 seconds to 12 seconds.
Oh, it's actually 8 seconds from the time it's destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the walls don't go on cooldown until they're gone.
Right.
Nah, that been needed. Okay, no, that been needed a nerf. Yeah, hell yeah, I just realized that. No, that fuck that. That been needed a nerf. That been needed a nerf. Because I just realized that. Yeah, it's actually 8 seconds from the time it's destroyed. So if you don't touch it, it's still fuck that shit. Nah, hell no, bro. Hell no. Okay. Nah, that been needed a nerf. I agree. Okay. I agree with this nerf. Realistically, when do you get 2 chokes off anyway? I mean, you can do it. Like as Emma, you can do for sure. But you have to do the choke immediately. So the moment you go diamond form, you choke immediately. Then you stay in the form entirely, and then you choke again. So you can do it. But the problem is that when you're in diamond form and you're brawling, sometimes you risk kind of getting caught up in the fight. And then, like, a lot of times when I'm in diamond form, I actually, like, self-disengage. So I can, like, say, put my shield back up. Because if, let's say, you're not playing, let's say, a Magneto, then you're the primary tanker, and then you want your shield up more often. But if you have a Magneto or Strange, they can be, let's say, the primary tank for the shield, and they can do 2 chokes. So you can do it, for sure, without a doubt. You can do it. Okay, Magneto. Here we go. The Master Mechanism will receive a slight boost to standard damage abilities. He's really going to attract some wins now. Okay. Increase the charging speed of rings from 4 seconds stacked. Oh wow. Okay, sure. Okay, sure.
You're not even going to notice this buff.
No, that's something because Magneto has that one ability that requires his charge. It's
the mag cannon.
The mag cannon, right? The mag cannon.
The thing is that basically this only helps Magneto out of combat because what people often forget about Magneto, if they're like just picking him up, is that you get ring charge very fast, and most of your ring charge comes from blocking damage. As you block damage with the Iron Curtain or by bubbling an ally, you get your rings faster.
Sure.
You are under my protection.
All right. I mean, yeah, because it's not going to be much. It's not going to be crazy, but I mean, it'll be slightly helpful because if you don't get any like damage blocked or whatever, and it just comes up naturally, it's down from 12 to now 9 seconds.
Yeah, like a full charged mag cannon is pretty powerful because it allows Magneto to hit someone. And hit him again with a follow-up, and that's a lot of damage. Especially like if you can hit a support with that.
And also, you have knockback too with that one because you
if you can hit a support with mag cannon, you can typically hit him with another shot. And most supports really don't like taking a $170 out of nowhere,
right?
And getting knocked out of position.
Exactly. All right, so Thor, by Odin's beard, those abilities are getting a tweak. But his survivability is taking a minor hit. The fuck?
Well, let's see.
So adjust the hammer throw ability effect as a.
This is what I said. Yeah, this is what I said. I don't know if you're gonna like this or not.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I like this shit because I never use the hammer throw. No one ever uses the hammer throw. I played Thor a fuck ton, and I rarely use the hammer throw. That shit's ass. Hold on. Remove the Thor Force cost and the universal cooldown.
This just all that means is that it's on its own separate cooldown now. That's all it means.
I like this. Adjust the ability cooldown to 6 seconds.
Yeah,
oh wow. Thor gains 1 Thor Force from each hammer throw hit enemy hit. Oh, that's nice. Decreases the throw hit damage from 70 to 45. I mean, but using more. And the return damage from 30 to 20. That's barely whatever.
Yeah.
Decreases the shield value granted consuming Thor Force. Adjust the decreases the so you get less overshield. Adjust the bonus health gained each Thor Force consumed from 100 to 75, and adjust the maximum bonus health from 200. Damn. So okay. I understand what this all means. So basically, here's how this works, okay? Because I am a Thor nigga. So Thor. Yeah. So Thor has this ability called the hammer throw. This shit sucks dick. And the reason why is because it consumes Thor Force. Thor Force is when Thor's moving around. And then you gain Thor Force. You can do various things with that shit. And then you get Awakening Form, runes. This is actually a pretty good ability. And this right here is the best ability, probably. But Thor has this one dog shit thing called the hammer throw. No one ever uses the hammer throw. Now, you can actually do it in combos. Like you do hit, hammer throw, hit. You can do something like that. But because it consumes Thor Force, it's really annoying to use the hammer throw when you're trying to do all this other shit while you're Awakening Form, while you're using your lightning confinement, all sort of bullshit, right? So, but Thor's about managing Thor Force. But it looks like the hammer throw, which is a ability that people don't really use at all, you just now use on a cooldown. So it's like an average universal standard cooldown instead of actually using it with Thor Force hammer. Like I use the hammer, like literally it's like this. You throw the hammer, that's one full Thor Force. Use it again, another Thor Force. Use it again, another Thor Force. And it's like, bro, this hammer kind of sucks because you rather just swing, confinement, and mind you, right? This is very important too. The reason why you want Thor Force is because you want this. You want this.
The wrath of Asgard.
As a Thor player, you really want to use your Awakening Rune, but you can't use it that often if you're always throwing your fucking hammer. That's why Thor is very important. This is why I see a lot of Thor players, they don't use this hammer thing a lot. They really don't, because it's like, what the fuck? Why use the hammer when I want to be able to? Like, I have to wait or do shit in order to make sure I get my Awakening Rune. You see how like it takes its time, and then now I got it. Now I can do it. So that's why I think it's actually very. I actually like this. I like this change for sure, because that hammer throw is like fucking. And mind you, it kind of sucks too. Like the hammer throw is really not that impressive at all. It's really not. But the fact that you can actually do that shit now on a cooldown, that's actually makes his combos way more consistent. Not as frequent, but as consistent, which is nice. And then whenever you use your Awakening Rune, you can see how I get overshields. So I go from 575 to, I go 575 to 700, and then it decays over the course of time too. That's one of Thor's biggest things in a way, because like, you could be, let's say, low HP, and then let's say you're trying to escape. One thing you may do as a Thor player is just go boom, awaken it, and then you actually can escape while also you get overshields and you get more damage too. But they're saying that so you decrease the shield value gain. So as a Thor player now, whenever I use the runes, you decrease the shield value gain when consuming Thor Force. So you get shields when you use Thor Force, right? And then that's gone down. And then also just your maximum health when you also get that health when you're also getting that Thor Force too. So it's other things. Question: did it say when you use it goes in a cooldown passive? Yeah. So right here it says universal cooldown. So the hammer throw is getting a 6-second own ability on a universal cooldown. So it just goes down automatically. That's it.
Yeah, the hammer throw is now just a normal ability with a 6-second cooldown.
Right. Honestly, they should do it to 4, but you know, it's fucking you being a bitch right there. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I like that. See, so I actually prefer this change. Personally speaking, I do want to get more overshields, but it's not necessarily a huge dip. You don't go from 30 to 20. It's not. I mean, you go from 100 to 75, which is like not a huge deal, particularly when you're also getting a lot more hammer throws. So you're kind of, I think it's overall better, but I think they said it in a follow-up thing. The reason why they dropped the bonus health is because if you're able to maximize hammer throw, you'll actually have Thor Force up more often. Exactly. Yes, because you're getting one Thor, so you have to be able to hit the hammers, but you're getting more Thor Force every time you hit your hammer. So you're way more reliant on your hammer throw, which is like crazy. Yeah. But you can't get it done because again, it's only on the 6-second cooldown. So
the adjustment is supposed to allow Thor to compete with Thing now as another like high tier brawler tank. He's just there to stay in the front line and just keep swinging.
Yeah, because the more Thor Force you get, the more you can use your Awakening Rune state. That's pretty much what it is. That's all it boils down to, because you want to be able to use that state a lot. All right, Duelist, Hawkeye. Clint getting a boost on his regular hits. Oh my god. Looks like the archer's aim is getting sharper. Increases the base damage of his arrows from 32 to 34. Increases the projectile damage of blast arrow from 15 to 16. Increases the spell field damage from 32 to 34 as well. Increases the maximum focus from 70 to 75. Increases the charge speed when aiming at the enemy from 100 to 108 seconds. That's random. And charge fall off speed. Nigga just got a buff. He just got a fucking flat out buff. He got all minor.
Here's the thing. The only buff that he got amongst all of this is only the third one. Because remember, he is no longer an anchor for a team up. So when it says that he does 32 damage. Yeah, when it says he does 30, so right now he does 32 damage, but with the team up, 10%. So he would actually right now do 35.2. Now he's losing the
okay.
10% and going to 30. So he's still going to do less damage than he's doing now.
Now, yeah. I got you.
But they increased it just to compensate for the fact that he is
because he's
losing
no longer an anchor team up. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they do that sometimes where you're no longer the anchor. They have to adjust your stuff. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Okay, that's fair.
The only actual buff that he got is the third line.
Okay, I got you.
I just realized. I think did you read the second thing for Thor?
Yeah, I did. What do you mean?
The bonus health?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Increases the shield value gain when consuming Thor force.
All right. I just thought there'd be more to say on that. I feel like he. I mean, yeah. I just feel like he's already had a bit of a problem when it comes to that.
So the reason why this may not necessarily be that big of an issue is because you have the hammer throw now, and the hammer throw. Like the most important thing about hammer throw is this line right here. Thor gains 1 Thor force each hammer throw. So that means that every time, I'll show you.
Also,
every time Thor uses so let's say I use my lightning confinement right here. Boom, lightning confinement. Actually, no. I'm gonna do my switch. So let's say I do Thor dash. That's 1 Thor force. If I hit, that use a Thor force, but now I actually gain a Thor force. So I can do this. But so in theory, I can do swing. I can do a hammer throw, and I'll gain Thor force back, and then I can see I can't do it now. But I could go right into my awakening rune state immediately, and then I'm at 775 HP. Boom.
Well, right, but I mean, it's actually kind of been a thing that's been going on recently. That like, okay, so yeah, you can enter your awakening state real quick, but the fact that one of the big problems that he is starting to be noted is the fact that even though you're getting that bonus health, yeah, you're in your awakening state, but you're just gonna get melted down. But now that you're getting less bonus health, it's going to be even easier now.
No, I mean, I think it depends how you play. Because, like, for example, like, okay, look, like in the let me show you. In the awakened state, it depends. But like, a lot of times when I use awakening state, I use it from range. I'm over here, and then you actually get hits from and picks from here. See, like the range is actually insane with this form. It's nuts.
Right.
So, I mean, and then because you're also gaining more Thor force. Every time you, let me see. What's the second? I think it's a.
Don't forget one other thing too. They didn't remove from the hammer throw. The hammer throw, like they didn't say anything. The hammer throw is still going to give you bonus health when you throw it.
Yes. Look how long I have to wait just to fucking get Thor force back, bro. Nah, bro. Hell no. So I mean, like, I understand, like. Survivability wise, because it's only like what 25 HP for the shields. Like I'll take that hit. That's whatever, dude. I personally will take that hit. I will. There's a video on it. Thor low key insane now. Let me see this. Okay.
Oh well, read that. Wait until you see the other character that has a notable change before you watch that.
Okay, hold on. I see it here though, but I see because I remember seeing this in there. Let me see it. Let me see this real quick. Yeah. Hammer throw. Gain it back. Oh! And oh!
The enemy is here.
Nah, this is a buff, man.
I'm just of the opinion of I'm kind of gonna wait and see it in practice in like actual games. Because I'm not gonna say it's definitively like worse, but I'm not fully sold on it. Because like I've seen the video, I've seen all the stuff. It's like I don't know. I just feel like the things that's being altered because of that isn't what Thor was having a problem with necessarily.
Nah, it makes Thor just as brawlier as the Thing, essentially. Because everything depends on Thor's awakening rune state. If you can be in that state more often, then Thor becomes a fucking demon. Because I think Thor can like one flurry can like bring a tank from max to half HP.
I mean, I would almost say that there's a lot of Thor. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen a lot of Thor players do fucking dog shit because they tried to use their awakening too much, and they would actually be better if they weren't using it as often.
No, because the awakening takes up the runes. That's the thing. Like whenever you awaken, like look, it takes up Thor force. It uses all your Thor force, and then you have to regain it all back. But every time you throw a hammer now, you get one of those hammers. You get one of those Thor forces.
Well, right, but I feel like we're ignoring the element of like whenever you're in your awakening state, you're basically stuck in that. You can't cancel it early, which that is sometimes to a lot of people's detriment.
Yeah, if you know what you're doing. Yeah, sure.
True, but I've seen some disgusting Thors that almost never use their awakening state.
I mean, well, so it kind of depends because again, awakening state is a riskier gambit because you're in that form and you're kind of, and then so whenever you're in your awakening state, you can't do the hammer lunge to get out of danger. That's the thing. Yes, obviously. But I showed you before too that you can use your awakening state and then do lightning volleys from deep range and actually get value from that. So you can do that too. It depends on how you want to play a Thor. Like as a brawler, I think Thor's way more effective now. Because as long as that hammer throw hits, you get one Thor force back.
Because like some of the honestly, some of the best Thors that I have seen personally, obviously I can't say out of everybody, but in like my personal play, some of the best Thors that I've ever seen, what they will do for like 90% of the game is just do the lunge and just push tanks all over the place,
for sure.
Move their positioning, which at the same time will give them a consistent stream of bonus health while also repositioning the tanks on the other team.
That's true, though, albeit that doesn't work with the Thing. All right, that like Thing and Emma Frost are actually negated by that because of their diamond form and things. But at the same time, because you have Thor Force now that you use way more often, because man, it was a necessity to do that because his kit, number one, the hammer throw was dog shit, and then number two, it took you too much time to gain a lot of Thor Force back to use Awakening Rune now. But now that every time the hammer throw hits, you gain more Thor Force. So you're actually incentivized way more to use Awakening Rune state.
I mean, we're kind of going in circles at this point, but I mean, it's I'm kind of just like I'm not sold on it yet, but I will wait to see it in practice.
Sure, that's fair. All right, Hela, the Goddess of Death is getting a slight. Why is she getting increased or anything, bro? To sustain damage, looks like she's ready to regain reign supreme. Increase the charge capacity of the Night Sword Thorn. What the fuck is that?
She has two more bolts.
Yeah, so she actually got a minor buff. Not crazy, but still, it is a buff technically. Which is very funny.
Come on, she gets two more of these?
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
It is very bizarre, honestly. It's not the end of the world, but it is definitely like, but why though?
Wow, 4 in a row. 5, that's amazing.
I mean, I will say, I am personally of the fringe opinion that while Hela is very good, I think some people kind of overestimate her a little bit. But I don't think she needed a buff. I don't know why they gave her more ammo.
They should have done that to Magneto.
I don't know. I don't know if Magneto needed it.
Magneto needs the extra shots.
No,
maybe.
No.
I mean, more than Hela, sure.
Because Hela can do this shit across the entire world. That's the problem, dude.
Yeah, she's one of the few characters in the game where their bullets go the entire distance.
Disgusting.
Actually, for combat.
Because Penny's like that too. Penny's bullets don't disappear. They just go from one side to the other.
Dude, I'm still convinced now.
Yeah, same with Psylocke.
Well, hold on. With Hela, hit the robots on the other side. Like if you turn left and look down the range where the thing is, can you hit the robot from down here? With Hela?
Hold on. Fuck, okay, I'm missing. Which robots? Oh, these guys? Yeah.
The ones way down there.
Back
up as far as you can.
No.
Well, you saw the score?
Dude, come on, bro. What was the score?
Yeah.
We win?
Fucking went crazy.
No, y'all lost. Y'all down to
what?
114 to 109.
Oh my god. How we choke game 1 too? Fuck, man. No, dude. This character is disgusting.
An opportunity for
Hela definitely needs damage fall off. I don't know why she doesn't.
She has no damage fall off, bro. Nah, that's just crazy. She can two-shot you from across the map.
We're going back to a Hela Hawkeye season.
Well, I mean, she's getting extra ammo, but she's not getting buffed in any other way. Hawkeye, we'll have to see, but I mean, the fact that he's no longer the anchor, I feel like will balance it out. Hela's not getting hit in any other degree, so I think it's going to be more or less the same. So obviously, they're still going to be very good characters, but it's been pretty clear that, yeah, they're good, but they aren't, like, controlling the meta or anything, so.
If you're in lower ranks, you're going against people, but even on console, like, people, aim on console. If you're playing against a good Hela, it doesn't matter if you're on PC or console. Hela is going to reign supreme. Hela is like the problem is that Hela just does too much damage to primary fire. Hela should not be able to 3-piece you across the map when you have. I don't care if it's headshots or not. She should not be able to do that. She should. Hela should be able. She needs a damage nerf. It's that simple.
Yeah,
she needs fall off or she needs a damage nerf. That simple across the
problem is going to be is we're going to go to a Hela Hawkeye meta because people are going to want to try and play Ultron.
Yeah, sure, fair enough. Because Flyer's gonna be dominant too. Like if Ultron, Storm, because Storm is getting kind of like actually Storm is getting team up now with Jeff. But hold on, let me see here. Human Torch, she's right here. Flame on, but less damage and survivability. Oh shit, sorry Johnny. Looks like you're getting a little less heat. Reduces the damage of fire cluster from 7 per hit to 6 per hit. Okay, fine. Increases the charge speed of blazing blast from 2 to 3. Is that what his fucking
That's the
cannon?
That's the cooldown on how often he can throw the little fire puddles.
Ah, okay, got you.
I get sick of people asking me for a light.
So now he'll get. So now he'll get those every 3 seconds.
That's the blazing blast is the blazing blast. Yeah, you're right. These things.
Your R1.
Can't handle the heat.
Yeah, so it's 1, 2, or okay. So is it?
They recharge. You get 3 charges, and they recharge.
And then
every
once you
2
use all of
seconds.
them, yeah. So for the full recharge of all of them, it takes you now. So you see, it takes 2 seconds. Once you use all 3 of them.
Yeah, then you have to wait 6 seconds to get all of them back. Now you have to wait. Now you have to use all 3 of them, and then wait 9 seconds to get all 3 back.
Oh shit, dude. And now fire cluster is what, 7? These are 7 shots. Now it's 6 shots.
Well, no, it's still the same number of shots, but now they do 1 less damage each.
Oh yeah, reduces the damage fire cluster. Okay, you're right. And then okay, got you. And then now we have decreases the shield value gained from flaming meteor from 75 to 50. Increases the cooldown. Damn. So Johnny, whenever he does flame meteor, whenever he dive bombs it like a fucking madman, right?
Yeah.
He gets 7 HP. But now it's going to be 50 HP. So we'll go from 250 to 300. And he has to use it less now. Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, so Johnny.
Johnny is absolutely an example of they buffed him slightly because he kind of needed it, but it was also a lot of people still figuring him out. And after he got buffed twice, people finally were like, oh, so that's how he works. And then he became one of the best characters in the game.
Yeah.
Because he is nuts right now. And the thing is, I think I'm gonna make an assumption it was another Wolverine situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Wolverine again.
It was Wolverine again, where a lot of people just didn't really get him early on. And now a lot of people get him.
Wait, hold on. Fuck this nigga Human Torch. My boy. Lingley. Fuck it. Alright.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my boy! What did they do? Look how they massacred my boy. What happened, my boy? Okay, so Lindley taking a bit of a hit to both his damages. What the fuck? Okay. Lower the dragon's defense damage blocked. Bonus health conversion rate from 1.5 to 1.3. Decrease the So you get less shields?
Yeah.
Well, you have to block more to get your max shields now when you're Iron Fist. Decreases the maximum bonus health. Never mind. Fuck me. Decreases the maximum bonus health converted from the damage blocked from 200 to what? To 175, man?
There you go.
Slight decreases the dash distance. What?
So it's about the same. The conversion is what I'm saying, but it's less ratio-wise. But yeah, dash. There you go. Read that.
I'm clocking the bad guys.
Hold on, what? Slight decreases the dash distance of the Yacht Jin Chung Ken in his Z-axis direction. You guys are fucking idiots. When there's no target. Okay. And then reduces the dragon defense cooldown reduction from the Jet Kai Do hits. Okay, listen. Even I have to kind of go back and read like what the fuck are these taxes again?
The Yaji
human names.
Oh, I got the skin. Come on.
Look, the Yaji egg roll chun whatever is his standard R2.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. So the Yaji. Okay, so this is the Yaji is the flurry attack after you block. So reduces the dragon defense cooldown. Okay, so reduces the dragon defense cooldown. So okay, so basically, okay, here, okay, I understand how it works. Okay, so this is first of all his regular thing. So whenever Iron Fist blocks, okay,
Another loser to punch.
he gains shields, right? You see, I went from 300 to like 120. So if I were, let's say, do, how do I,
Yeah, because as we all know from the Marvel lore, Iron Fist is a part helicopter, and so he can just fly to whatever.
Okay, so right here,
that's
okay,
naturally
so
part of his.
Let me wait. Let me show them the egg roll move, right? Let me show them the fried rice move.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, here we go. One, fuck. Trying to show this.
Bless me so well.
This guy has to hit faster. It's fine though. Here we go. One. Fuck. Okay, doesn't matter. Basically, every time you block as Iron Fist, you get a certain amount of shields back, and you can block a fuck ton of Iron Fist. Whenever, let's say you're in the fire or in the volley, you can actually get a lot of shields back. But they're saying now that you only get, so your max shields now, whatever you block, is only 175. That's the first thing. But the second thing is this. So whenever he does the Yaji Choing Kun egg roll, whenever he does this shit right here, he blocks and there's a flurry.
Yes.
That's been reduced now. So every time he does that, he actually regains his stuff for his block. Because everything's predicated on his block. So his block gets lower. Yeah, every time he does that shit. Which one? Is it the right one? No. Is it the, let me see.
No, your ass didn't go to Japan and start playing all day and not even hit me up.
Shut up! I'm not playing. I'm more than you fuckwad. Get out of here.
Oh my!
Stop being a bitch, Smoke. Let me see. It reduces the dragon defense cooldown reduction. Hold on, wait. He doesn't get the. Oh no! It's not the yacht. Never mind. No. Oh, okay. No, I got it. Okay. Never mind. Okay, I read it wrong. Okay, I read it wrong.
Has to do with your L1.
Okay, so here's what. No. Okay, no, I hear. Okay, no. So every time Iron Fist blocks, you can do this. Watch. You actually move around the map like a fucking helicopter, basically. Yeah, you just do this kind of shit. They're saying that he can't actually move like that anymore. He actually
as much.
So whenever he does that shit, now he actually probably won't move as fast. And then
every time he will still be able to move normally if you're targeting somebody. If you're not, you're not going to be able to move as much.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, if you're just moving for movement, you're slower now when going diagonally.
Yeah, because now they're saying that basically they want him to actually rely on his kick way more often to escape, essentially. Because I got a buff last time. But sometimes Iron Fist, you can also do this and then escape too. You can just kind of get out there. And also, that's crazy, but basically, when he ults, I mean, it's over. I'm out of here. No one talk to me, bro. I'm gone. I'm out. I'm in Narnia right now. I'm out of here. Disgusting. Yeah. So Iron Fist can basically fly when he's ulting, but I guess he can fly further, or not further. He can fly less. He's not as aerodynamic anymore. And also, the Iron Fist, where it says So this part here where he says reduces the dragon defense cooldown reduction in the Jet Kundol hits. So the Jet Kundol is regular shit. So look at this.
Yeah.
Every time I'm Iron Fist, right, and I block, my cooldown's 15 seconds for the block every time, right? But you can actually increase, or you can actually speed that up when Iron Fist does when Iron Fist has his regular punches. So you can see how, like, let's say I do my block, right? And then now I have, like, what, 10 seconds left after I'm no punches? Boom. You see that? Now all of a sudden it just fucking now I'm back again because I did the I think you gotta do the full combo. It's gotta be the full, or the last hit increases more of his block. And then you do this, you do this, you did this, and then okay, now it's gone, and then you go boom. Back to 2 seconds, 3, so it skips. But now they're saying, okay, that's gonna be reduced too, so you can't get that block back again or as quickly, which is like fucking fuck. Okay, that's it. What's up, Smoke?
He left.
Smoke
Okay,
left.
okay. So, Iron Man, this is Revan's boy. Iron Man is seeing a reduction in his repulsor blast damage and burst survivability. Time for a use upgrade. Remove Iron Man's Gamma Overdrive from the Gamma Charge team up. Gain new team up anchor effect from Stark Protocol team up. So decrease the projectile damage of the third repulsor blast from 50 to 45. And that thing's worthless. And decreases the spell field damage from 60 to 55. So that's the area effect. And reduces the armor overdrive maximum bonus health from 100 to 50. Okay, so we're going to Iron Man real quick.
Yeah. So basically, to note is that he obviously lost the team up, but he's becoming the anchor. So the only thing that they're nerfing damage-wise is his third blast. So, which is now, when you consider the boost that he's getting, the third blast is going to be slightly weaker, I think. But everything else is going to be slightly more damage now because he has the anchor.
That's this one here. 1, 2. Why does that the one matter? Does that matter? Okay.
It just does it's just the ender of his combo, and it does a little more damage than the rest.
Yeah, it's stronger than the first two.
Really?
Like the first two, I think.
I guess he's using
70.
2 hands. That's why. I guess he's using 2 hands. That's why.
The first two, I think, only do 70 each.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so when the patch comes out, because of the anchor and the nerfs that he's getting, that third blast will actually be just a minuscule amount weaker, but everything else is going to be stronger now because of the anchor.
But his armor overdrive, his health is going to go from 350 to
Well, yeah,
300 now.
That's the other side thing, is that he's losing some of the health that he's getting from that. Yeah. Which, funny thing to reference, if you recall, whenever we were talking about the patch notes, when they were introducing the concept of that for him and Johnny, we were saying the numbers should have been swapped because Iron Man got more than Johnny. We were fucking wrong. We were wrong.
And now they're both at 50, so he should.
Yeah, I guess. Which actually, I don't even know. I feel like I don't know if Tony should have got that. I mean, Johnny, fair enough. But now that we're at where we're at, I don't know if Iron Man should have gotten that. I feel like he should have kept his health.
Well, if you remember correctly, Tony also got the buff last patch of smaller hitbox, so he can go fuck himself.
He did. But that.
Well, yeah, but I think it's clear that hasn't. Well, I mean, sure, but I feel like that hasn't really helped him that much.
Honestly, yeah, I'd agree with that too. It's kind of whatever in long term things.
I don't care, bro. When they put in your patch notes, you have a smaller hitbox. I'm done with you.
Okay. Okay, yes, everyone should. Okay. Namor. Listen, you can't get more because Penny got mega buffs, right? So relax. Namor. Namor. The Submariner's defenses will be sinking a bit. What the fuck? But his monstro spawns are getting stronger, and his ultimate is bigger. Huh?
Well,
okay. Increases the cooldown. Yeah. I'm serious. Increases the cooldown, busting in the deep from. Oh shit.
Yeah. So the other stuff is going to be nice, but I feel like it's important to really focus on that for a minute because people are not going to know how big of a deal that is.
So it's not even that too. Okay, let me go over this. Okay, Jesus Christ. Expanding the Horn of Protus ultimate ability when someone's the monster. Inner circle radius from 3 meters to 2.5, and the outer circle radius from 8 to 9. Increases the outer circle radius hit damage from 200 to. Oh, okay. So whenever he ults, fuck it. Let me just show you guys. So might as well.
Yeah. So when you ultimate, it'll be 1 meter bigger.
Yes.
The sweet spot kill zone is now half a meter bigger.
3/4 of the earth is
And
mine to rule.
if you're now in that like last 2 meters of thing, you now will take a little less damage.
Yeah,
from the
chat. So
whale.
you see how like there's 2 circles right here. You have the inner circle and you have the outer circle. Okay. The inner circle does more damage than the outer circle.
The inner circle actually kills.
Yes.
Yeah, it kills any. It basically kills anyone that's not a tank.
Pretty much. And they're saying that they want to. Hold on. Let me see here. What is the Ranger thing right now? They want to increase the fucking circles
By 1 meter. So if you basically the way it'll work is like this is actually perfect where you are. Use your ultimate and like just put it in between. Put it at the beginning of the thing.
here.
Or you can go. I mean, no, where the robots start because that's where 0 is.
Oh, true.
Here they are, the fools.
So you can see how like that's at 0, the center, and the circle radius goes from like it goes like 7-8 meters or something like that. Essentially,
it's 8 meters from the center, so it's 16 meter diameter.
Yes.
So now it will be a
now it's going from 8 to 9. So basically that one thick line is almost going to where Namor is standing right now, damn near. It's going up 1 whole meter, the outer radius, and then the inner radius is also going, let's say, from where the robots are, let's say halfway to like more than halfway, something like that. That's what it's. So his ultimate's actually bigger. It's actually a bigger ultimate. Holy shit!
Yeah, you go from 16 meter radius to an 18 meter radius.
Double kill.
So the outer circle will actually go a bit closer to where you are now.
But his blessing of the deep is this shit right here. It's that's the shield. Blessing of the deep. That's an important ability, bro. Because
Yeah,
that's a super important ability.
I'm telling you right now, people are not going to realize how much a 5-second extra cooldown on that is actually going to be like a big deal. People don't know. That's a big deal.
And low key, what I do too is I actually use that to actually get to higher ground, and then I can actually put my squids in certain spots, and then they get like that's what I do a lot. Where like I actually use that ability for extra positioning, so my squids have better aerial advantages in certain spots. But the problem is that if I have it at a 20-second cooldown, let's say I have to deal with fucking Black Panther or Spider-Man come my way, like, what's up, kid? I don't have it. I'm like, oh shit, I'm cooked.
Well, if you keep reading.
Hold on. For some reason, I felt like my game just crashed or something like that. Give me my shit.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Was I in this thing for too long?
I don't know.
Unfortunate.
It's fine. Fuck NetEase free Namor. Namor's kind of he's getting a buff though. He's getting a buff, but like this circle.
He's mad because Namor has an ability that he feels is like the reason people play as him instead of it being just him himself. You know, which being the gamma squids.
The gamma squids, no, they're still there though. What do you mean they're still there?
Well, no, he's saying free Namor from having a team up that essentially is his identity, is what he's saying basically.
Oh, I got you. I mean, you can actually play Namor very effectively without the team up, honestly. Like, because what a lot of folks do is that they just kind of like use like every squid immediately. But actually, if you're gonna be a smart Namor, only use like one at a time, so you have constant bombardment damage. That's what I'll do. And also, like sometimes I put the squids like behind me as like their extra line of defense. So, let's say if guys are coming up right here, I'll put just one squid right here, boom, and then they'll help me out at times. Like, okay. I'm throwing my spear around, and then I have one squid behind me. The guy's gone, put another one in there. And you just want to cycle through your squids, constantly. So I think Namor is actually pretty damn. I think he's actually very effective without the Gamma team up. But the gamma was what makes him like fucking stupidly busted. Like, oh shit, because that gamma squid is no fucking joke. That guy is a beast, man. That guy is a death beam. All right, he's on some Frieza shit right there. Okay. So adjusted the monstral spawn damage fall off, starting from 20, reducing it at So the monstral spawn damage fall off, starting at 20 meters, reducing to 30 meters at 30% at 40 meters, and then start at 20 meters, reducing at 50%. Oh, what?
Okay,
what?
the wording is
weird.
extremely confusing, but
Yeah.
basically to make it very uber duper simple. You remember how with Strange he gets less fall off at a distance? It's basically the same thing with his squids.
Yeah. All of your squids will now do 20% more damage past 50 meters.
Good. Excellent. That's all you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
they were the
it's,
hella weird, yeah.
I am not 100% clear if that includes the gamma squids. I'm going to assume no, but I could be wrong.
I think
Bro, if
it
that
will.
gamma squid
I
does
think-
more damage at 50, bro, people are cooked. Like,
I think
honestly,
it-
so like
I don't-
Namor is like,
I don't know if it does, but I don't know.
So instead of playing castle defense now, you're playing castle offense because no point playing defense because you have no shield. But fucking, you're not playing castle offense now.
You're
Now
really
your squids
playing
have-
you're playing fucking Bloons tower defense now.
Honestly, bro, it's like it's because your squids are like, you can see your squids hella far back now. And they're doing way more damage. That's crazy. Okay, I like it. But that shield though, fuck, I ain't lying to you, bro. Because every time I see Spider-Man dash across the sky, I'm like, fuck, here we go.
Yeah, no,
If I don't hit him,
honestly,
here we go.
I
Here we
see.
go.
Ooh, ult is nice. Ooh, more of those squids. Oh man, all I'm really seeing is fuck. I can't shield as
dude.
much anymore.
Fuck, man. Yeah, Spider-Man incoming, just swinging across the rolling around. Oh, shit, he's here. Oh,
Well, I mean, hey, at least he
Yeah.
can't insta-kill you anymore. Hey.
Hey, good shit.
Fuck Spider-Man.
Fuck Spider-Man, bro. Fuck Spider-Man.
J. Jonah
okay.
Jameson up in this bitch. Fuck Spider-Man, bro.
Fuck that boy.
He's a menace.
Oh, but okay, Psylocke. Okay, strong as fuck. Way too strong, actually. Psy will take a slight dip in her breath. Oh, what? Decreases the retrieval. Decrease the retrieval damage of wing shurikens from 14 to 13, from 14 to 12 per hit. Decreases the invisibility duration of psychic stealth from 3 to 2. Oh wow. Oh, Psylocke is fucking. I mean, she's not buried, but damn, son.
I'm just
Yeah,
So Psylocke
it's
has one
not
thing
it's
called-
not that crazy.
So much bigger than
This is a nerf that your average player probably won't
Here they
notice
come now.
too badly outside of the invisibility. This nerf was more to help because they showed like they're going to show some of the pick rates, but from what I understand, once you get into Celestials, Psylocke becomes a fucking demon, and this is pretty much to
Cause
appease
she's
the Celestial
insanely
people.
okay. Cause you know why? Because people don't understand. Psylocke actually does a fuck ton of damage at like high range. So like you can
Oh,
go
yeah.
here. She does so much damage, insane. But at close range, she actually does a lot of damage too. Like a lot of damage. And here's the thing, all right? So Psylocke has this combo where like I think Psylocke can do this, right? She can do this, and then she can recall her shuriken.
That's
Fuck.
3.
Oh, what is it? It's Fuck, can I do this? Yeah. So Psylocke can actually do this thing where like she can throw a shuriken somewhere, and then she can recall them. So those are shurikens right there, right? Her shuriken can
The
like.
enemy has arrived.
I'm not using them because I don't play Psylocke like that. But let me see, I want
Out
to.
of sight.
Okay, yeah.
Step aside.
Yeah, okay. So she shuriken. Okay, looking shuriken right here. I throw them there, and I can recall them where I want to. See that? So you can throw a fucking shurikens at the wall, and then the shuriken can actually come back and do damage. So it's kind of like this, right? You do this. Fuck. Okay, try to do it because I'm not a side player. So give me a second, all right? Give me a second. I'm gonna do this. Shurikens to the wall. Attack, strike, boom. They do damage. All right. So you can do like I've seen before a lot of times. These side players that they do like these crazy fucking combos. Like they leave the shurikens over here real quick. They strike, boom, boom, and then they call it back and then they just kill you. I'm like, oh fuck, holy shit. It's like massive damage. It's insane damage. I'll try again one time. But this time I'll do body shot. Shuriken, boom, Boom, boom. See, like the return shuriken can actually do a fuck ton of damage, a metric ton of damage, and she's kind of busted, honestly, like low key kind of busted, because you can do so many combos with Psylocke. I've seen before, it's like ridiculous, but apparently not so much anymore because it looks like you're getting a nerf Psylocke. So when you retrieve those shuriken, now damage now goes from 14 to 12. She can she can 2 or 3 tap you. It's insane. And then the damage increases the invisibility duration. Actually, is it 3 seconds? Let me see. Let me see here.
Out of sight.
And it's a 15-second cooldown too. Oh shit. So Psylocke is gonna be less invisible now, which is gonna be a prompt for her because you can escape. Yeah. So you have to rely on your dashes more as Psylocke not to escape. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot. We forgot to mention the best buff that Namor got, which actually is one he already has. Are you aware that he's Dominican now?
What?
Have you seen his new skin? He's Dominican now.
I thought my homie was from Cool Khan.
Nah, bro, he's Dominican. Dude, check out his new skin in the store. He's Dominican now.
What does that mean, bro?
You just gotta see his new skin. He's Dominican now.
Oh wait, the fucking X-Men skin?
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah. Why are his toes showing? Cover them shit up, dog. Damn, son. Yo. I'd be so sexual right now, Namor. Jesus.
Dude, for free?
Yeah, for free. Those
For
should be
free?
paid for. God damn.
The dogs are out for free, bro?
Nah, bro. Those toes need to be covered up, Namor. Relax, buddy. Damn, son. That's harassment right there, sir. That's fucking harassment. Calm down.
Why is the cut so fucking clean, dude?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
The cut is clean as fuck.
I respect it, though. I do. Okay. Let's get back into us.
Yeah.
Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is getting some love. Better acorns, shorter cooldowns, and improve ability release feel. What's that mean? This is nuts. Okay, increase the capacity of burst acorn from 12 okay, so her acorns get from now she has 12 acorns just at a standard. Decreases the cooldown of mammal bombs. When she throws that shit, I guess, at you, now it's from 12 so she can stop you more.
I was confused about that at first. That's her that's her ability reset.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mammal bond. Oh, what the fuck? That's weird.
Her primary fire. Her primary fire is 2 more shots. The mammal bond is the ability to reset your cooldowns, and then the bottom one we have no idea what the.
Yeah, you know what? Let him read it. Let him read it. Let him read it. Let him read it.
Oh no, he
Just
did.
let
The buff.
Okay.
The buff just says they feel better, dog. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine on what that means.
How is that one not mammal bond? That's so fucking strange. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, so, okay, I don't know. All right, and then decreases the cooldown mammal bond for 10. Okay, so you can just do that more often, and then optimizes her user experience of Squirrel. What?
Yeah, see, he didn't read it.
Tail bounce and unbeatable Squirrel tsunami. What does that mean?
Yeah, again, your guess is as good as mine on what that means.
What? Okay.
I have no fucking idea. No one knows what that means. We'll just have to wait and see.
The goat, bro. Don't touch the goat. Okay, just fucking leave him alone, bro. Star-Lord, my nigga. Okay, my goat, my number one.
Well,
Peter is having his ultimate ability. Why?
Well, hang on. Well, hang on.
He's having his ultimate frequency reduced, but his ultimate power increased. Time to bust a move increases the energy cost of Galactic Legend ultimate ability from 31 to 3400. Okay, so that's more time. Extending the maximum target range from 30 meters to what?
Yup.
Just there fall from reducing to 60 at 40, reducing to 75. He does more damage at fucking.
Yeah, so he doesn't do it. So he's not able to. Yeah, so he's not able to ult as often, but the ult is notably better now.
Yeah, his ult can now hit further away, and it does better damage. the further not.
So
not
30
better.
meters is like this. His all range normally. Let me see here.
I believe 40 is the beginning of
Yeah.
where the stairs start.
But he doesn't auto lock on at that range, FYI.
Yeah.
He auto locks on at 30.
Yeah.
Or yeah, see that? Auto locks on here, but he doesn't. He does. He doesn't. He does. He doesn't.
Well, now he will lock on at 40.
Correct.
Nah. Hey, yo, hold up. Now, you can still aim at them, though, right? Like, you can still aim at them.
Yeah, you can aim them normally if you want.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
New York Knicks in 6? True. Amen. Because we have to win this. This is ridiculous, bro. We can't lose Pacers again. Oh, another season with Pacers. Come on!
Oh boy. Here they come. And
Double kill.
oh, did you see that?
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah,
So I'm getting
so
it less, but I'm actually going to have way more range. I'm going to have, hold on, let me see here. If 30 is like this. One,
Yeah, you're getting
two,
a slightly better
four.
ultimate, but you're getting it less often.
2, 3, 4, 5. So I do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, dude.
Which-
I'm gonna be out here doing this
Yeah.
shit, locking on. Oh, it's OD.
which honestly, I don't know if he needed either. I don't know if he needed
Yeah, why
either
are
of
they
those
even touching?
changes.
Yeah, I'm surprised they even touched them. Honestly, they did not need to do this at all. Like this is unnecessary as fuck. I don't know why they did that though. Okay. Storm. We slightly improved her ultimate ability and intensity. Oh shit! It increases damage of Omega Hurricane from 150 damage per second to just basically run. Okay, you
Yeah.
already ran before. Just make sure you definitely run. Okay.
To be honest, as someone who's plays Storm a lot with as things currently are in this game, she kind of needed it. She kind of did. It's very easy for people to just get the fuck out of her ult now. A lot of people are just able to just say nah to her ult nowadays.
I have my doubts. It's very easy. I have my doubts. It's like that.
It's
easy.
a lot easier than you would think.
Come on, bro.
I mean, yeah. Dude, I play a lot of Storm. It's not as... you're definitely going to be able to get kills, but, like, it's not quite as simple as it was as, oh, I got my ult. Oh, I got a hexa kill. Let's go. It's like, no.
No, but it shouldn't be that easy with this first. It shouldn't be.
Well,
that easy
yeah,
in the first place, you know what I'm saying,
it hasn't been that easy for months now, and now you're
because of the meta. Because like you're trying to do that to let's say a Black Panther or a Storm. I mean, or to an Iron Fist or to like a.
Oh boy.
But like if you have Hawkeye, or if you have a Hawkeye or Punisher or Black Widow deal with, yeah, you're gonna fillet them.
Right, but like, how it was before where it would be notably easy to get, at least like, a double, maybe even like, triple-ish. Nowadays, it's actually kind of difficult to get more than one now. It still happens, of course. It's not like it doesn't happen. Of course it does.
Yeah, I would say like it probably.
But
you can argue maybe it's like just part of the game change in terms of like people are you're playing at higher EL nowadays, and then also people are getting better because they're understanding the game more. So just being able to just run around with Hurricane, people are gonna be able to understand how to avoid that if you're certain players, right? Well, let's say for example, like if you're let's say it's like I play Mantis, and then if a Storm is gonna ult me, I'm just gonna go into a spot where she's gonna be only killing me probably, but not like it's my team. So shit like that happens.
Well, right.
Like,
I mean, that's kind of I mean, that's kind of the other thing. It's just as time has gone on, a lot of people just know how to just naturally kind of deal with it, which is, hey, if I die, it will only be me. Which I mean, that's respectable. And so essentially, I don't think she needed a major buff. Hence, why the damage boost that she's getting is relatively minor, which I think is totally fine. But getting a little bit of a damage boost on it, yeah, I think it's fair.
I don't like.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so the Punisher. Punisher getting a boost to his mid to long range damage and a slight mobility buff during his ultimate. Oh shit, really? So you actually move faster with ultimate? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Time to lock and load.
Yeah, now I forget if it says it in there, but do remember he's also getting an anchor boost
Team
as
up,
well.
yes. Reduce movement, so reduce the movement, slow rate of final judgment, ultimate ability from 20 to 10. Holy shit, when not firing.
When not firing.
And from 40 to 30 when firing. Okay, so he's still getting that though. He's still getting that. Okay.
Yeah, he's slightly faster, which
and increases increases the adjudication magazine size from 30 to what is that? From 30 to
assault
40.
rifle.
The machine gun.
Okay. And then single hit damage from 18 to 19. Slight reduction in the spread on fire. Well, is that machine gun or is that the shotgun?
That's the machine gun. So basically, his machine gun is like way better.
his machine gun now has 10 more rounds, and the spread is less, so the bullets will hit more where your cursor is, and they're doing 1 more damage. But remember, he's now in a team up, and he gets a 10% damage increase. So he's now doing he's basically now doing 20 damage a shot.
Yeah, so basically, for all the people that grew up on Call of Duty, it's your time to shine, because he's going to be melting people now.
Also, I'll say right now, he's getting 25 health for his team up also, so now he has base 300 health.
Yeah.
Instead of 275.
But while this is farm, he's actually moving faster. So he moves like this when he's not shooting. And when he is shooting.
Yeah. Which, funnily enough, I actually, after some thinking about it, I actually think the movement boost is actually not exactly going to be for what some people think. I think the movement boost is going to help him get out of the way from being killed rather than like following people and chasing them down.
Because he's so slow, he gets killed like consistently.
Yeah, because it is surprisingly easy to kill Punisher in his ult. It is surprisingly easy.
Because he doesn't get any bonus health for it. But
right.
Spider-Man does for some fucking reason.
Because, like, he can't be CC'd or anything, so, like, okay, sure, but, like, you can still kill him. He doesn't have, like, that much health.
It's crazy how many people get bonus health for their fucking ultimates, but Punisher doesn't. And I'm not trying to say that as, like, Punisher should. I'm just saying maybe others shouldn't also. Case in point again, why the fuck does Spider-Man get fucking bonus health? And not just a little bit. Spider-Man gets a fuckload of bonus health.
He gets a lot.
It is significantly shorter and doesn't do as much damage over a period of time because you can kill Punisher surprisingly easy, but like, dude, Punisher can nuke basically anything in his ult if he's allowed to.
Yeah, Punisher also the one best ult in the game because like in terms of like damage output, his ult's like ferociously good. It's scary.
Yeah, because like you can like for example,
you can even kill through a fucking Luna Snow or you
100% can out damage any support ult with Punisher ult. And then I main Hulk. Hulk's my main guy. Oh yeah, just Monster Hulk. You can live through that, right? No. He nukes you in a second. He annihilates you in like a.
The only problem is that again, like, because he's so slow, he's an easy target. But now, not so much anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Jeff, what the fuck? Okay. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's happening to Jeff? Okay, I'm just gonna read this. Because it's too much. Okay, so strategist Jeff the Land. What's his phone though? I'm gonna probably try to bring out tomorrow before I show on Patreon. Jeff the Land Shark. Jeff's kit gets a fantastic rework. Oh my god. More frontal support and combat ability with less survivability. Hold on, time out. What the?
Yeah,
it sounds like the rocket nerf or rocket rework they did last time.
Oh, the rocket. Well, no, the rocket rework was just his ult.
No, short, Rocket's whole like he got like less dashes and he could like heal more. But then
but like he's still relatively the same character. Spoilers: Jeff is borderline a new character.
Hold on, I'm serious. Okay, hold on. Add a new effect to Joyful Splash. Now also deals damage to enemies at 70 per second. And can heal allies through. Whoa, okay, hold on. Let me get Jeff out. Let me get the whole player right now. What the just happened, bro? Okay,
Jeff is an entirely new character now.
Yeah, so Cole, I don't know if you were playing during this time. Did you play the Jeff Winter game?
No.
During season 0. Okay, well in the Jeff Winter game, so you know his regular water stream, and you just shoot water at people.
Yes.
No, yeah, you're just shooting water.
Yes.
In the Jeff Winter game, that also did damage. So basically, what they're doing is they're making Jeff now like the winter version. So now the water stream does 70 damage a second and heals people 150 damage a second.
Yeah,
but they also say it heals through, so you're actually going through teammates and ally and enemies.
Well, healing through allies has always been a thing. That's always been how it works.
No, I mean enemies.
Yeah, it's just whatever gets wet gets the effect.
Yeah.
So
if I do this and I'm Jeff, I'm actually not only healing my teammate, but I'm also damaging the guy.
If any enemies are in that same distance, yeah, you'd be healing your guy and damaging the robot.
Yeah. It's a little unclear, but I think if I understand correctly, if you're damaging an enemy, that actually will stop like that portion of the stream.
No, they adjust that in the video. It just goes through everybody.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yep.
So if I do this, for example, like this whole pass, I'm actually like not only healing enemies, healing allies, but also enemies are getting damaged.
Right.
Freaky shit.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Busted shit right now.
I mean, if you're doing that, if you're doing that, not a lot's gonna happen because you're not getting sustained. But yeah.
Yeah. Let me see here. So, that sounds busted as fuck. Okay. Oh shit. Fuck. No.
Yeah. So now. Okay. Yeah. So now.
So real quick. Hold on. Let me read this. So real quick.
So now his main attack is just to do everything.
Yeah, not to do everything. Right. Exactly. So, add a new effect to Joyful Splash. Now also deals damage to enemies at 70 damage per second. Can heal allies through other allies and enemies. Damage fall off starts. Oh, yeah, damage fall off for this one. Starts at 20 meters. Oh, damn. Okay. At a maximum of 60% to 40. Reduces healing per second from. So he heals less, but now he does damage from 150 to 120 per second. Okay.
Right. So right now, right now he deals 150 per second. Now he's to deal 130, and his damage has a very, very sharp drop off. To be fair, 20 meters is short.
Yeah, short. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Change Aqua Burst to a charge ability. Maximum of 3 charges per charge. New effect. Direct hits now launch enemies up. Increases spell field damage from 40 to 45. Wait. Okay, what the fuck?
All right, so what this is, so Aqua Burst was his right click or the alt fire for Jeff. It's what people use for DPS, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So yeah, so now you only get 3 of those at a time. It no longer has ammo because you can hold 12 there and spam 12. Now you get 3, and they're on 3-second cooldowns to recharge 1. But what they do now is that they're
knock up.
Yeah, they're gonna do 45 damage, and they're gonna do knock up. So the first robot, it's gonna do what the bubbles do. If you shoot a bubble at an enemy, it'll knock them up.
It knocks them up, yes.
So now the Aqua Burst does that, not the bubble.
The homeboy wanna fucking do something?
You have to pick it up.
What do you mean? Okay. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to. Oh, you have to touch the. Yeah, you have to touch.
You have to touch the bubble.
When the bubble.
Yeah, when the bubble pops, it moves people.
Okay, so you're saying that when it comes to let me do it again. So change Aqua Burst to a charge ability, max of 3, kind of like Spider-Man's uppercut, or like Thor Force a little bit. Yeah. New effect, direct hits now launch enemies up, increases spell field damage. So you only get 3 of these motherfuckers,
right? And they only now, and they do 5 more damage AOE. So they still do a fuckload of damage.
But they just killed DPS Jeff like big time. Like get the fuck
They made him more of a healer, which you'll see more as you keep reading.
Good. Because I'm tired of DPS Jeff. Tired of nigga, bro. Holy shit. Hold on.
Yeah, they took a.
Because like what you see is like sometimes like and it was devious work. What you see sometimes that Jeff's actually wait at your spawn. And then they would spawn camp the other healers and just kill them. Because they could just go in and out of fucking Fin. Actually, no, let me see here. Did they change Fin form? Hold on, whoa. Change the effective healing bubble from one-time healing. Oh, wow. To healing over time. Increases health amount from the previous instant to 85 to 120 over 4 seconds. Oh, like imagine this fucking healing leaf. Reduces max charge from 6 to 3. So you're gonna do 3 of those bubbles and removes enemy launch of effect. So no longer does it actually send it because your attacks do that, like those regular shots do the aqua burst. But you have 3 bubbles, but now they heal more over time. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, right. Well, but do note, instead of it being 80 immediately, it's 120 over 4 seconds,
right.
which only getting, which means you're only getting 30 every second. So
fair, but you have 3 of those, and then also
and they still, it doesn't say here, but they still give you the speed bonus also.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, nice. Okay, bad.
Yeah.
And then we have okay, here we go. Add a new effect to hide and seek. Please tell me you can kill this guy. It now has an energy clamp. The fuck? Oh, energy cap. I'm sorry, not clamp. Yeah. Max is 120. It drains.
You can't swim forever anymore.
Yeah, you can't swim forever like a bitch. You can't just go.
Forever.
Yeah. You just can't. Oh, I love it.
He can only be under. He can only be under. He can only be underground now for 6 seconds. And
Jeff Main's in shambles.
And to get the full thing back, because notice it's depreciative, so it's 20 energy a second underground, but only 15 a second to recover.
Yup.
So it actually takes him like 7 seconds to get his full energy bar back, or no, like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
So you just can't spawn camp like this, waiting by someone spawn.
Yeah.
Pop out and show niggas and be a boom, boom, boom. yeah.
Pop out.
Da.
Certified boogie man on the one.
Yeah. Fuck you. Oh, this is cute as fuck, but nah, he's a menace. Okay, Jeff is actually a demon. Low key. But it looks like you can only sing. So you have an energy cap of 120 that drains by 20s per second while submerged and restores 15 when not. It's Jeff's. Okay, so Jeff does get a fucking nerf for survivability. That's like a giga nerf for survivability. He just can't, but to be fair, okay, Jeff I think is the most survivable character in the game by far and away right now.
Oh shit!
Like just how Spider-Man is the best character in the game by far. Jeff he can survive damn near anything because of that fucking swim thing. Like you can have.
Are you watching Cole's stream?
I can. Why? What's up?
They added a line to Jeff's buffs and nerfs.
Okay,
that wasn't there when we read this hours ago.
Wait, what?
Let me do that. All right. Jeff's ultimate ability, Overflow, healing on swallowing allies, now grants 45 health per second as bonus health, up to 150. Okay, so actually now Jeff can heal now whenever he swallows allies. Increases the damage reduction received when taking a critical hit from what? Oh shit! So it actually negates
Jeff
more.
Has a passive where
Jeff has a passive where he takes.
Oh yeah, that was.
Critical hits.
Well, yeah, but you have to remember half of his body is a head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because the way critical damage in this game is a ×2 multiplier. For Jeff, it was only a 1.5 multiplier.
Yeah, which essentially means, hey, bro, give us MODOK.
Yeah, that I didn't know.
Give us MODOK.
Yeah, that did not know. But okay, that makes sense.
And then the last
thing here increases the energy cost of Jeff's ultimate ability.
Yeah, that's new.
From 4,000 to 4,500. So it takes him a longer time to actually get his ability back.
That line was not there.
That's interesting. That wasn't there earlier. That's funny.
By the way, Chad, listen, I've been talking to these guys for a minute now, and guess what? Jeff is still in the shark form. I haven't moved, but now it can't happen anymore. I just can't chill for like 40 minutes in this fin form. You know what I'm saying? Demon.
I will say that them increasing his cost probably had to happen because people probably don't realize this because they're too busy playing DPS, Jeff. I don't think people understand how quickly Jeff can get his ultimate when using the water. So now the water becomes his main combat thing of damaging.
Right. So now when you're playing Jeff, you have to know how to actually do.
They have to increase his energy cost.
They have to, of course. because now Jeff, he has to actually be one of the few characters that actually do. He has to do what M Frost mains have to do, like what? So you have to actually know how to track people now in order to be damage effective, which is a whole new thing for Jeff guys, because you never really had to do that outside of healing.
Yeah.
But for damage, it's a bit different. Like, holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's interesting that you noted that, like, DPS Jeff is going to have a significant problem now, because the little other thing that might not be as heavily noted, because it's just like, oh my god, he's got 2 new team ups. He lost the Luna one though. That's a big deal for DPS Jeff.
Yeah, because it actually slows down whenever he fires those projectiles. But he lost that. Now you have the storm thing, but the storm thing, honestly, yeah, I think we said before that you may not even kill through that, honestly, because you're sucking it in. You do get spit. Yeah, fair enough. You do get flung farther.
We'll have to see it in practice how that one actually works. I don't know, but even if it's good, that only applies to the ult, and then the Venom one is purely defensive.
Yes, and mind you, so like and now that Jeff's ultimate actually is a healing ultimate too, you're actually if you cannot swallow your team when you're doing the storm combo, you actually lose the healing effects of Jeff's ult, for number 1, for safety. And then number 2 is that, holy shit, you're using 2 ultimates for something that's probably less effective than 1, which is kind of crazy. It's a cool meme, but it may not be as effective as the original, which is like crazy. Like, as a Storm player, it's like, well, do I really want to combo this nigga if he's gonna do less damage for my ult? It seems, iffy. Like, I wouldn't want to do that if it does less damage, honestly. Okay, let's see this Drift Kit rework real quick. Cute. Not bad. He can sustain through a Punisher. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, this stream is going to be super important. His primary is actually like massively important now for his character. It's disgusting.
Hey, you know what? Hold on a second. Rewind.
Where are we going?
Did his water put out Johnny's fire?
No.
No,
I'm being dead ass.
No. Yeah, no, didn't. I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
So that makes sense.
No, his fire goes away quicker than you.
Yeah, though it does make sense though. If I'm keeping a stack, that'd be kind of like a cool feature if they actually did that.
Also, again, remember what I said. Look how quickly his ultimate bar is charging, by the way. It's at 8%. It's at 8% right. Oh, the next one. It's at 8%. And just watch what happens.
Okay. Christ.
Needed that boost. I feel like myself again.
That's going on.
So you very likely have not been paying attention to what people on the internet have been saying. I don't know what everybody has been saying, but there is definitely a very loud group of people that are like, they destroyed character, which I don't know. I could definitely see this going either way.
They destroyed a certain playstyle. And I'll scheme on this too. Like, they're in a particular choke. Just keep that in mind, okay? Like, they're in a choke.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Like,
do note,
yeah.
Just like how character trailers, like for example, that Ultron trailer from earlier, the exact same thing here. Always remember, these trailers are very intentionally designed to make the character look very good.
Exactamundo. Yes, exactly. So, hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
It's still a very gross ultimate chart. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so
Yeah.
all right, so
I was saying just a second ago is that I think that for like the first like little period of time after this comes out, I think most people are probably going to either not get it or hate the changes that happened to Jeff, and it's probably going to be a little bit before people are really going to get used to it, regardless of if they're good.
yeah, because I feel like people aren't used to Jeff being just a dedicated support healer, and because like you can't play the way, of course, but most people don't. Most at least a lot of folks that play Jeff, they definitely like Jeff to be way more aggressive, and they play like the whole flanking attack Jeff. Jeff is also, again, he's also very survivable. He can do whatever he wants to, but also like as a attack player, you're used to like letting Jeff kind of just skirt on by because you know you just can't kill him. But now because he has a timer in that swim form, now you're like way more incentivized to actually try and take out a Jeff because you can kill him now. You can kill Jeff, which is great. So it makes him more fair amounts because again he was just too survivable. Now you just need to nerf Spider-Man speed, and that's it. We should be fine. But okay, here we go. Okay, but either way, so and by the way, yes, if you're wondering, Chavs, I haven't touched a single thing. I'm still chilling with this goddamn war. That's called busted. That's called broken. Okay, I don't care what nobody says. So Jeff, he's doing ultimate now, which heals too.
I think it always healed, but now it also does bonus health.
Yeah, it
that's
always healed. It's just that
Yeah, it
nobody
always-
ever used it as that.
Yeah, it always healed, but now you
Oh.
can give your allies bonus health.
Yeah, so it essentially incentivizes more reason to actually swallow enemies, because as it currently stands, yeah, you can heal people with it, but swallowing your own teammates in your ult is an extremely niche situation if you
Yes.
ever actually want to do it.
Yes, very niche.
Now there's slightly more incentive to do so.
Wait, is it immediate overshield or is it like
I think
is it
it's
over
gradual.
time?
I think it's gradual.
You'll get more over time. It starts at like 45.
Overflow healing and swallowing allies now grants 45 health per second as bonus health. So that's an immediate 45 per health immediately, and then you
so
get
the moment
up
they get
250.
swallowed, they get more,
So actually, you know what's crazy? If you're actually smart as a Jeff player, you may actually want to swallow your team, move to a certain position in the back line, spit all your boys out, and now all your team has 150 HP extra going into a fight.
Yeah. What you would do is because remember his swallow also heals and eat your allies and hurts your enemies.
Yeah.
The proper thing to do was like if you're on a point with Jeff, now it's much better off because if you notice that bonus health doesn't decay at all, it stays. So what you do is
it stays.
So you go to a point. You go to a point where there's a big team fight going on, and you eat as many people as you possibly can. And what you do is you'll back up, and just for like a second, and then immediately spit your team onto the point, and they'll get healed a little bit, and probably get 1, if not 2 seconds worth of. So they'll come out healed a little bit and get 90 extra health, and then you just run the other way with the rest of the team, with the enemy team.
Right. So your team stays on point with a bunch of health against potentially only 2 or 3 of their characters, and you're running way far away with the rest of the team, and you just spit them as far away as you possibly can. But it is kind of nice that you get immediately 45 overshields, and then you can get up to 150. So you can do smart plays with that too, for sure, without a doubt. But that takes coordination. You actually have to work that out. Probably.
I mean,
so you get the immediate 45 HP, like right there. Immediately see on their bars. Immediately, boom, boom, boom. They get it immediately now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a nice little change. It's a nice change for him.
Okay, so that is a nice change. I felt like they should have done a change where, like, because I think it is still toxic as fuck, where he can just spit you off the map, and I feel like there should have been a change to where, like, Jeff players, like, they can't aim their mouths down or some shit. It has to be always up. whenever they're swallowed, they can only spit up. So like at least you get a chance to like try and survive. But I mean, either way, maybe in the future.
I still think they should have gotten rid of the whole thing entirely to where you can eat a lot of people. I think instead of what they should have done, his ultimate should have just been eat one character, and if they have like X amount of health when you get eaten, you just instantly die.
Because like it's hard to manage that. It's like that's like okay, if you're smart, then people are trying to jump into your ultimate just so the character will just self delete. It's like Like, I don't. I mean, sure, but I don't think so. That assumes to micromanage there. I would say aim up at least. Nah, go off the map. Yeah, of course you go off the map. But I'm saying, like, bro, at least when you're aiming, aim up. Because like, if the Jeff dies in the process, okay, fine, that's fair. That's a fair trade-off. You can argue, but be able to swallow like 5 people, to be able to aim down, and even flyers or characters that have, you know, like let's say Loki, make a clone teleport out there. They don't have time to do that because they're just aiming down, so they just go boom and right into the invisible wall and they die. So it's crazy. Either way, Luna Snow. We're giving Luna a boost to her combat prowess. What the fuck? While slightly reducing the frequency of her ultimate ability. I remember that part. Increases light and dark ice healing amount and damage to 20 per round at 22. What the wait. What the hell is that shit? Is that like her?
So light and dark ice healing is just her normal click. So now they just do.
Music makes
They do
people
2 more
happy.
damage worth of healing and
Heroes make them
damage
safe.
per hit.
Oh.
I can do both.
And the absolute 0 is the move where she starts clapping. So now when she starts clapping, if she hits people, she gets 50 bonus health.
She's added health to that?
Wait, I thought absolute 0.
No, the absolute 0 is her ice ball.
Every-
Yeah, that's her ice ball.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So her ice ball
Okay.
heals her.
You seeing stars?
Absolute 0, not great to
Yeah.
once up her. Oh, that is the ice ball. That is what was that?
Yeah.
Absolute 0.
I thought it was her clapping.
L2.
Yeah.
How? You're frozen.
So now you get 50 HP. So now you go up to 200 and so then go 325. Okay. But the trade-off, incoming, increasing the increased toss of fate of both worlds. Ultimate ability. Damn. 4,500 to 5,000.
I have a sneaking suspicion. I have a sneaking suspicion that in season 3.5, Loki will also be put to 5,000 because Loki can now get Luna's ultimate faster than Luna.
Hey, that's an interesting observation. That's actually kind of crazy. So Loki, bro, honestly, if I'm being real, listen, I play Loki at times too. He needs that 7,000. I'm gonna keep it a stack. He needs that 7,000.
Wild.
Bro, because it's too much.
I like the cold.
Yeah, so now you go triple support. You go Loki, Sue Storm, Luna Snow, and
Because
you
like
can just
Loki is the
spam
crux, I think, of triple support. Because he can copy either Luna Snow or he can copy, you know, Cloak and Dagger, and he just uptimes all their ults by orders of magnitude. Loki should probably be at 7,000 if I'm keeping it a stack, because he has the best ult in the game by far. Because he can be any ult.
Oh, I've said you can change his whole kit. I think what they need to change to Loki is he just can't copy a support ult. He just can't copy support.
That's a bad idea, and they'll never do it.
Yeah, what the fuck? No,
I just don't think he should. I just don't think he should be allowed to copy a
That's
support.
we've talked about this before. That's a terrible idea.
I don't like that either, bro. Yeah, like you're killing off. It's like almost doing, at least for Loki specifically. It's like kind of like it's like killing.
See them?
It's like Overwatch killing. Like Torbjorn's ult, where he did have the one fucking hammer thing, and he had the super turret, and then he goes from that to like, oh, magma splooge. Like, whoa, okay. Like, it's interesting, but you're killing Torb right now. You know that, right? Like, Torb is like not as effective, bro. Like,
I mean, the magma thing was still fun. The problem with Torb now is that his turret is just
yeah,
dog shit.
but like, yeah, okay, fair enough. But like, you're limiting what Loki can actually do by just saying you can't copy supports all.
It's
like,
I mean, it's literally taking
it's bad.
literally taking what is essentially his main gimmick and saying, well, you can't do it with all of it though. It's like, well, that's kind of like his
You're
thing.
just shunning the creativity essentially. Like you're stopping people from being able to like play the game they want to play the game, and in terms of ultimate usage at least, and that I think is not a good idea. Like people should definitely be able to do, if they want to copy DPS ultimates, let them do that shit. If they want to copy support ultimates, let them do that shit too. But the problem is that Loki just has it too often.
All right, the alternative is then maybe they should do it like Overwatch did with Echo, because Echo is basically the same ultimate where they can copy another character.
Yeah, but she
and
has
you can
half
just say
HP,
that
I
with-
think, or something.
No. What happens is that when Echo copies someone, they start back off as 0% charge with that character, but then they gain ultimate charge like 100% faster. So they get ultimate charge super quickly. So maybe do that. So maybe do that with Loki, where if they copy someone, they can't just pop an ult immediately. They got to work a little bit for it, and then they can pop the ult.
That's actually fair. I won't deny that. because him getting the ultimate immediately is kind of crazy. So let's say he starts at 50% and then he has to work up to 100% and then get the ultimate. But at the same time, I feel like, okay, so I don't know if it's possible here too, where maybe you could have a thing where even let's say if you're in the middle of a Luna Snow ult, there's a set time frame that you can only be as that character, or copy as that character. So even if, let's say, you're in the middle of Luna ult, if you cross that threshold, then your ult ends. So even let's say in the middle of Luna ult, your character would stop and then you go back to Loki. That'd be something that you can try and, like, you know, explore too. Because Loki, like, I agree that Loki's ult does need some tweaks. Like, in terms of nerfs, for sure. Like, yeah, and again, I play Loki. I'm like, yeah, this is the kind of like ridiculous.
Question, because I have a question, because I actually don't know. What kind of character is Echo? Is she a support?
Echo's a...
Oh, no, a DPS character.
No,
Echo's a DPS character in Overwatch, where she can actually copy any other character in the game.
Right,
Echo's
okay,
a DPS
so...
character that can fly.
Yes.
Right, and so essentially, I guess it's like, you're going to have to be really careful about doing that, because if you make it to where you have to build up to be able to, you know, use the ult and then actually be able to pop it off, you're essentially making it to where you have a notable period of time where now one of your supports are, if you're not another support character,
true,
you're just not going to be able to heal at all.
True, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Not necessarily, because if you copy a cloak and dagger, they still get to be cloak.
Well,
and
yeah,
dagger.
but what if hypothetically, like
DPS.
a lot of Lokis do, you want to copy a DPS
or a
ult.
tank? Yeah, that's fair.
Well, then
That's fair.
Well, then you have to play the game for a hot second.
Yeah, but that's, you know, it's like, so.
But that heavily cripples your team.
Okay, but again, that's the thing in Overwatch, though.
Okay,
Echo gets the ultimate
okay.
charge a lot faster than.
I feel like this should happen, but I mean, I don't know how you do it exactly. But as Loki, they should make the ultimate that he gained half as effective or less effective. So
yeah,
I'm not against
you don't
heal as
it.
much, or you don't like if you're a Loki cloak and dagger, your ult doesn't heal as much as the original cloak and dagger. The same thing goes for let's say Rocket's beacon. Or for any, you know, or let's see for damage characters, like your Star-Lord, you copy Star-Lord, but you don't do as much damage as Star-Lord in his ult. Or let's say same thing for Black Panther's Bass, or what the fuck you don't call it, you know? Like, you can copy them, but they're not as effective as the original copy. That's what I think would be an interesting idea for Loki if you want to do a fair tweak, where they're not as strong as the original, like they're 80%, not at 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because I'm fine with the idea of changing somewhat how it works, but with the way that Loki works specifically and his ult, you got to be really careful with heavily changing how it works.
Sure. That's what's before. Listen, if you want to do the easiest changes, 7,000, bro. 7,000. 7,000, bro. Just like you're getting this maybe like twice around. Good luck. 7,000, bro. 7,000. Cause look, his immortality field is already a mini ult as it is. I don't care what nobody says. Like, that shit's fucking ridiculous. Like, you just boom.
I mean, we've talked about it. We've talked about it. I mean, I think
you know,
I think Loki's pretty good. He's definitely up there. I think some people think he's like one of the best characters in the game. I think that's a bit much. But
no, come on.
I look, of the supports, maybe, but of the entire roster, I don't know. He's like top tier.
The supports are the best characters in the game, even to this day.
Nah, not anymore.
That's crazy.
Not anymore. They used to be, not now.
Because they all still dictate the flow of the game more than the ult in the game.
Right. Well, the point I'm trying to make, though, is that regardless of any of that, as far as like single individual abilities go, his fucking regeneration runes is dead ass one of, if not the single best ability in the game. Those runes are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Black Panther. Tremble before rune. What are you saying? What about Bass? I don't know. You know, I'm not a fan of that god. Like, Loki, relax, bro. Like, Loki is crazy. Loki, I think he's powerful as fuck. But again, he takes a lot of skill though. He takes a fuck ton of skill and timing. You know, to really.
He's definitely at bare minimum a solid contender for top tier. Like at bare minimum.
I think he's probably the best support character in the game. I think he's the best support character. I think he's also like low-key a top tier, no pun intended, a top tier DPS character. Because you can actually stealth other characters. So for example, you can actually spawn camp, make clones around the character, and just jump them. And like, oh shit. And then his immortality runes can just tank any damage. He's unfair at times. It's really unfair. But again, Loki has to be. People have to understand Loki, I think, because he's very. I think he's probably the hardest guy in the game to play. If I'm real with you,
He's up there. He's one of the hardest.
yeah, obviously he's hardest. But
He's up there. I think he's like top 5 as far as difficulty.
Rocket Raccoon. Rocket's Raccoon survivability is taking a tiny hit. To fucking what? He's also blasting off from Ammo Overlord and losing the team up anchor bonus, but he's gaining a new team up anchor bonus in the Rocket network for some stellar new support. Reduce repair mode direct hit healing amount from 55. What the fuck is repair mode? What the fuck?
It basically is his healing orbs are doing slightly less direct hit health.
Yeah, it's that change they just did to him the last time, where his orbs now do a small burst heal when they first hit you, and then start doing healing over time. They're just reducing that a small tad.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's not that big of a deal.
And the anchor change that they did is the same. He's getting another. He's still
Yeah,
has 5% healing.
Yeah, it's the exact same, so that doesn't change. So literally, it's he gets the new team up, and his direct healing burst is slightly less. That's it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he's the same outside of that.
Different enough. Okay, so it's a slight nerf overall, but like not a big deal.
Yeah, very minor. Very minor. I can live. I ain't gonna cry about it.
Okay, and that's that. And I think also team abilities we saw before. Yeah, we saw the chilling slow thing with Hawkeye. We saw the Jeff Nadio. It's crazy. We saw the Operation Microchip Punisher, where he's able to actually do the whole. What you want? Oh yeah. We saw that before. Rocket Raccoon. That's a crazy team up right there. Star Protocol, Ultron. It depends how good Ultron's gonna be. Silver Shenanigans also nice too. Just to remove, so they removed the Hawkeye Black Widow one. That's fine me. That's a crazy. I think Punisher takes an overall nerf because he's actually buffing Black Widow. But how are they going to see a Punisher Black Widow team up? But Rocket Raccoon, who's actually pretty prominent as a character, I think in the game, him having Punisher, I think is actually less viable now because Punisher with Black Widow is not as good as Rocket and Punisher. I'll keep it a stack.
It's going to depend on. It's going to depend on how good you are at aiming, because now that his gun's going to have more damage and more sustained damage, his normal machine gun, and he has a bit more survivability. So it's gonna.
But I mean like Black Widow. Black Widow is not as playable as.
Rocket. I mean team up. No. Team up wise, Punisher, the Black Widow team up. Fuck it, who cares? But when we're talking about Punisher individually, he's losing his team up with he's losing his team up with Rocket, sure. But like that's in like burst moments that sometimes isn't really as opportune as a lot of people might think it is. Fair. It's very good, but it's not as crazy as some people think it is. Whereas now he's just consistently going to be doing more damage and more consistent damage because more damage because of the team up, more damage just period, less spread, so he's more accurate, so he's going to be nailing his shots way easier. And he has a higher ammo. That's the other thing. Don't forget. So he's going to be consistently pumping out more ammo.
But what I'm saying, but in terms of team ups, I would say that for Punisher.
Team ups. Punisher's losing out for sure.
Because team ups and team compositions, you definitely want to have a Rocket more so on your team than a Black Widow.
Right. Yeah. So sure. Team up wise, Punisher's losing out for sure.
Yeah. So Jeff. I mean, I need to see how Jeff works now as a healer, because that's going to be like that's going to be a bad thing long term.
I mentioned it before. There's going to be a lot of growing pains when it comes to Jeff players.
Yeah. You have Gamma Charge with Iron Man. He's getting the thing with he's actually being team anchor now with Ultron. So let's see how that goes.
I mean, it might be better for him, honestly. Iron Man specifically.
But this. But this right here, man. Woo! It was a bit different for Penny, I think, but for Spider-Man, damn. Penny, like the old days, like
dude. Penny,
up,
I think Penny Mains will live because they might actually get a really good team up with Rocket. Spider-Man mains are fucking in the gutter right now. They're upset.
I literally don't care about this as a Penny main. The reason why is because Venom Penny is probably one of the worst 1-2 tanks you can possibly use in the game. Yeah. It doesn't. They have no synergy, so it doesn't really help Penny at all. Penny more than anything likes to play with other tanks that have the ability
brawlers
to
and or shields,
or people who have the ability.
Because Penny can't switch herself that way. She can, but
Yeah, basically
That's
Penny
reverse.
with any dive tank isn't really good. Like the only like Hulk kind of, but that's because he's like half dive.
Right.
But like Cap and Venom, why would you pair them with
Yeah.
Penny?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
From
bad.
my experience, Penny works best with Doctor Strange and Magneto.
Well, yeah, because they're whole ass barrier main tanks.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think
so
for Spider-Man, Christ.
Oh, no,
that's like-
Spider-Man's
that's
fucked.
an important part of his combo for sure.
Yeah. Spider-Man's fucked because he is losing a lot of very good combo potential. You lose the fact that you could pair up with Venom, which is just a very good team comp in general. He doesn't have the insta-kill move, and now his only team up was with bum-ass Squirrel Girl, which, oh no,
Squirrel Girl, Spider-Man. Whatever should I do? Well, though she getting the buff now, but
Yeah, Squirrel Girl is like slightly better. Her moves feel better. Oh no, she's so much better now.
Yeah, man. Oh my goodness. All right. Now balance changes. Atlas Bond, Iron Fist, Luna Snow decreases the Atlas Bond team up anchor damage. Boost proportion 15 to 18%. That's fine. Yeah, this was over too. Protected for Visible Woman, Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, and the Thing. Resulting reducing the usage cover. Team up increases the cooldown of Storm siblings, Wedding Harmony, and Cooperative Comrades to 20 for 25. That's not a big deal. Get him towards Hulk. Just get the fucking name right. I mean, get this guy over here. Oh shit! They actually increased the martial cooldown for 50. Oh no!
Yeah,
well, that makes sense. Though. I can understand.
You get them less often.
Yeah, I mean,
but I can understand.
we have to eat that one. We have to.
Yeah, because Homeboy was just disgusting. He was like that gamma monstro was built different on every.
Yeah.
Woo, man, like Dave Martinez built fucking different, man. That shit was ridiculous how good he was. And then we have mental projection, Emma Frost, Psylocke, and Magneto. Reduces the damage calculated between the team up. Reduces the portion of damage caused by magnetic resonance and soul resonance illusions. I mean, these illusions didn't do that much, honestly, so that's whatever. 30 to 25%. Okay, that's whatever. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Guys are about to shoot at us.
Okay, that's it. So, listen, I still play God of War. I lied. It's 12:30. 8 hours.
Oops.
Oops. Appreciate you for the sub though. Much love. Not about that. Dropping meat. Much of the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you, damn dude. Back again tomorrow for some read-through content. We're gonna get to some. I'll play some God of War tomorrow. Maybe try and get to some Chainsaw Man. We'll see how that fucking goes. We'll see how that goes. All right. Or One Punch Man if I'm feeling up for it. But we'll have to. I'll cover One Punch Man. But yeah, Marvel Rivals back in business for season 2.5. And then every season now is gonna be 2 months, so we're gonna have.
Yup.
Well, they still plan to do more characters in 2 months, right? They still do.
Well,
is that the time frame?
to be clear, if things continue at the rate that they're saying, it is 2 month seasons, and we are getting a new character every month, which very cool, slightly concerning, kind of cool. That's like.
If you're gonna do a character every month, they're gonna, you know what I mean. That means balance and go fuck off.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's like, yeah, who knows how the bouncing is gonna work, but at the same time, it's like, it's China. They got guys in the dungeon, They
do.
So, I mean,
yeah. AIs and dudes all work in the dungeon, bro. Slave labor is. They got weaker Muslims working their shit right now. Right? Whips cracking. All right, people are dying. It's bad. But I mean, the game is great, so you can't listen. It does work.
Sir, I need to go home, please. No, you will finish Blade's ability, and you will
crack. No, get Blade out now. Crack. Well, I rock. I was Blade's a black character. All right, so I'm gonna see you fuckers later, okay, man. I'm trapping my rivals on Sunday if I can for a bit. Yeah, probably do that because I'll put some rank, get my shit back on.